Welcome back, guys. This is the third episode for the weekend, as promised. And there's the satellite that we came from in the last episode. And today we are going to be exploring Hayward Valley, the biggest and coolest town in any survival game. No Daisy, I don't give a damn. You ain't got shit on Hayward Valley, dude. You ain't got shit on Hayward Valley. In any case, guys, Hayward Valley is by far the most populated area in Miscreated. It's where a lot of the hardcore PvP players come to for some good battles and great sniping spots. There's a heck of a lot of looting to do if you want to loot the whole area, and it will probably make about a 2 hour video. But all we're going to be doing today is focusing on hotspots, okay? And in the previous episode, I already told you guys, coming into the cafeteria here is a great idea because you can find ammo and guns and below here and in the seats. And yes, feel free to loot the whole town if you want to, but if you've been with me since the start of the series, then I'm sure you know exactly how to get the basic stuff at the towns. So by the time you get here, you're just going to be wanting to focus on guns, ammunition, and some cool shit, like suppressors and flashlights and landmines and grenades and C4, all that shit to blow people up with. And yes, just going through the seats here, making sure there's nothing cool hidden away. And yes, Hayward Valley is a really great area. It's just if your PC isn't, I wouldn't say your PC, guys, I'd say your CPU. Okay, if your CPU isn't a really good CPU, like, a very new generation i5, or basically you'll need an i7, with high speed and a good generation to like a 6770, i7, then you're going to struggle a bit with lag. You'll see that my game lags a bit in Hayward Valley. And of course, yeah, the recording is making it a bit worse because it's using up all of my CPU at the moment. So this is not really what I'm experiencing in game. But because the recording software is having a bit of difficulty, you'll be seeing a bit of lag on the screen. But yes, if you haven't got a really strong CPU, you're going to be at a bit of a disadvantage when fighting in Hayward Valley. So the more loot there is in the area, the more assets are in the area, the more work your computer has to do. So personally, I don't like fighting all around Hayward Valley. Basically, I'll make a stand right here, which is the famous blue scaffolding that you get. You go right around the scaffolding, and there's some nice spawn points here and some nice guns. And we're going to go down now to the two smaller scaffoldings, where there's some great loot as well. So, yes, I'll make a stand here and I'll make a stand at the police station. Those are the 2 points where, I don't really care. But just running around and trying to look for fights in Hayward Valley if you haven't got a great PC is not a great idea. If PvP isn't that important to you, yeah, sure, just have a lot of fun, because in populated servers you are definitely gonna find resistance in this area. But yeah, at the moment the blue scaffolding to our right is hotspot number 1 in Hayward. Ahead of us is the hotel, which is probably the least out of the 4 hotspots. I'd say the other office building where the aircraft has crashed into is third, and the police station is first. So when you're looking at the loot that you can get, it's police station first, blue scaffolding second, office building with a plane crash inside third. Actually, it's very close between... No, I changed that. If I look at the loot that you can get, then I think the office building with the airplane is basically 50-50. But okay, let's just stick to the blue scaffolding. Okay, police station first, blue scaffolding second, the office building with the aircraft that's crashed into it third, and then the hotel is fourth. But of course, if you can find parts for a generator, the hotel has an elevator that you can take as well, and if you take the elevator, there's some great high tier loot inside there. Okay, which also gives it a few extra points. So if we don't want to nitpick, then all four of them are quite nice, and a lot of guys that love Hayward Valley is gonna crucify me for not mentioning the underground parking. But I don't really care, because the underground parking is an extra option. Like I'm showing you, the hotel is a great spot, but we're not going to go through the hotel. If you guys really want to see the hotel, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make a video for the hotel and the office building separately. But basically, you're just going to loot it thoroughly, and you're going to loot the scaffolding on the roads thoroughly and the vehicles. But yeah, that's the office building. But remember, I'm trying to let you guys focus on the risk versus the reward. If you loot the blue scaffolding, you've got an equal chance with your competitors, and excuse me, there's a lot of places to get away. But if you're just coming here for loot, then the blue scaffolding is your main priority, and then your second priority will be the police station. So yes, I don't want to make the video too long, so if I'm going to show you even just, we're not even talking about the whole of Hayward Valley, guys. There's a shit ton of loot in this town, and that's why you're finding lag. But if I have to show you how I loot all four sections completely, the video is going to take way too long, okay? And we want to get to the good stuff as soon as possible. So, at the police station, there's this scaffolding in front of it as well, which is just as good with loot as... Yeah, I'm freaking contradicting myself all the time here. No, guys, this blue scaffolding isn't as good as the main blue scaffolding that we were at first, but it's on every single crate. There's, you can look at all the crates. There's gun spawns on top of them, and yes, as you can see, there's a vector, okay, on the crate. So you've got some great weapons here, but the main purpose of the scaffolding is to check out the police station, because if anyone's on the roof, you don't really want to fight from ground level. So getting onto the scaffolding will give you a nice fight with the guys on the roof, and of course you've got quite a bit more cover than they have. At the moment, there's a bit of a problem with the windows of the police station. I don't know if they fixed it, but in previous videos, if somebody was looking at me through the windows of the police station, then I think I could kill them, but they couldn't kill me. I'm not very sure, but I'm sure they fixed that. So yeah, it's a good vantage point, a great place for guns, and yes, getting down takes some time, but here's a little shortcut for you. Again, do this at your own risk, guys, because I always use this to look who's coming and to trick guys. But the game is not bug free, guys, so 1 out of 4 times I do get stuck, and then I die, or I just die because of a bug. So yes, do that at your own risk, but you saw how I got down there. It's just a quicker way, and I'm just used to it, since if I'm on the scaffolding, then I basically go down, and yes, you want to make sure nobody's waiting for you on the bottom levels, okay? Especially if you hear someone that has followed you, then you want to wait at if you want to use that method. You definitely don't want to use the stairs on the blue scaffolding, because that's where people are not normally going to wait for you. So yes, as we already know from previous episodes, vehicles are important in hotspots, and then your scaffolding is important as well. So yes, the stretchers are good options. The blue tanks are good options. And of course there are openings to the sewers below. And you can check out the sewers. I'm not going to mention it, but to our right now there's an opening for the sewer. And yes, you can go into the sewers, guys, but you're going to be very disappointed if you're looking for guns and stuff like that. It's just a very advanced way to travel through Hayward Valley if you don't want to get into any action. You can get some nice loot, but take my advice. There's no incentive to go into the sewers below Hayward Valley except just for interest's sake, you know, and having some fun with your friends. Now, when I go into the police station, I always take the back entrance, go through the lockers. And the reason for that is the back entrance gives me a direct route into the main reception. And yeah, just showing you the loot here. Remember, all the desks, all the drawers, and any gaps below the desks. But you're going right through here, and then opening this door. And then you want to go zigzag, and then you're in the Armory, which is the place in the police station that normally has the highest loot items in this certain area. Okay, so a few times again it will be quite empty, but there will be times when there's a shit ton of weapons here. So yes, when I come into the police station, my first place that I want to go to is the Armory. If I think anyone's inside the police station, then yeah, the Armory is a good idea as well. They'll normally be on the roof, and if they're in the Armory, one of us must get ready to die. And then yes, I'm very close to the stairs. And again, this is the route that I normally take. Yes, there's a lot of places that you can loot, but I basically just look in the two storerooms for something. And then I like to focus this door to my right, because there's a lot of desks here. And I find a lot of weapons in this area. And again, while you're in Hayward Valley, you don't want to waste any time. Okay, so you're just going through these desks, and I'm finding it quite weird. But okay, I killed mutants, but the amount of mutants that I'm encountering is surprisingly low. I mean, there wasn't even a brute here, and in the when I was at the Woodhaven checkpoint, there wasn't any mutants or spider mutants there. So I don't know what the heck is going on. But in any case, the mutant population is normally much higher. But yes, guys, as you can see, checking those drawers for ammunition, checking below the desks for any guns, checking all the lockers, for some good stuff. And yes, I must say, overall, we're not having a great run with the kind of loot that we're encountering, okay? And trust me, the areas that I'm missing is way worse than the areas I'm showing you in the police station. Okay, so there are other rooms in the police station, but the loot that you get there is worse than most of the rooms, except maybe the jail cells at the bottom. If you find the jail cells, you can go through some of the cells and see if you find something. But this is the quickest way to get to the roof. And the quickest way to loot. So you're just going to check around here. Check for any guns. And yeah, just quickly scan on top of the roof for any spawn points. I have found some funny spawn points on top of these air conditioning, construction. So yeah, just doing a quick scan. I haven't really found anything here at the back, but I'm just trying to show you guys to be thorough. And yeah, just checking that and going down again. Nice. A bulldog. All I'm wondering now is, what are we going to go straight down? Oh, there's a secret place, Luthais. Don't skip the secret area, man. Show them the secret area. The new players don't know about the secret area. There we go. Okay, so if you hit this wall here, you're going to jump up and go around the corner. And here's a little spot for you. Okay, nice vantage point. And yes, you get a gun spawn there. Actually, 2 gun spawns there. And you can get a helmet and stuff like this. And now I'm going to do a trick move, which I love to do, just for fun. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I nailed it, man. I nailed it. I don't care if I'm almost dead, I nailed it, okay guys? You have to get creative to figure out moves like that. And if you think that move never saved my life, you would be wrong about 3 times. That move did save my life. Clan rushing me, maybe getting a shot on me. I'm wondering, do I have steel-tipped shoes on? Looks like it, but yes, that's a cool move. Okay, and you have to keep things interesting. Okay, it's not all about just living and dying. It's all about experimenting. Like when I tried to, hang on to the tree in that Woodhaven video. Jumped onto the tree, tried to see if I can climb a tree like when I was young, but it didn't work. So yeah, just have to put my complaints into the developers. Please let me climb a tree. No, I'm just joking. Okay, if we go through the back of Hayward, to the back of Hayward is the new docks that they opened up in quite recently. Down, boy. Okay, yeah, I don't go directly through the middle of the docks. I like sticking to the river. Again, if I'm thirsty, I can use the river again. But yes, right in front of me, this is basically where the factories are. Before you get to the big boat. And again, I'm not going to loot all the factories. I'm not going to loot the boat. It's going to take a lot of time. But yeah. Just drinking some water here. And as you guys can see, blue mushrooms are priceless. Okay, anti-rad tablets are priceless. It's just great. I've got 4% radiation. I don't need to heal it now, but I've got the blue mushroom in case it starts bothering me. So to our left, there's a factory. There's a big factory. There's a factory, and there's a lot of factories to that side. Okay, all the factories have great gun spawns, just great spawns overall. Okay, I have found various items in the containers and these factories in front of us. So do yourselves a favor, loot all those factories, and you're gonna get high tier loot. So yes, great area this, a lot of cover, really cool kind of place to do some battles. And yes, you can even get here with the jet ski. Okay, remember that there's a jet ski in the south, jet skis in the south, and you can get a jet ski and come here directly. And there's the boat. You just go around there, and then you can walk all the way to the boat. The boat has got some great loot spawns as well. And yeah, we're just gonna go back now. Okay, so make sure you loot all the areas that I mentioned. You loot all these factories, and I guarantee you, if you looted all the places I've just mentioned up to this point, you will be fully geared. Okay, I don't care if the area isn't populated, if the loot has spawned normally. So for instance sake, if you're looting Hayward Valley on an empty server, you will not know what to do with all the loot that you've got. Okay, so one trip to Hayward Valley and you're ready for action, and you will look quite cool. So yes guys, the next episode we're going to do what I'm most excited about to show you with the hazmat mask and the how to fight radiation the best way possible. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you didn't, please click the dislike button. If you're new, tap that subscribe button, and yes, hope you had a great weekend watching the 3 videos that I've given you guys. I hope you are as excited as I am about the naked run that I'm going to do with the biggest bunker in Miscreated. And yes, I'll be back guys, and like always, remember, I've only got one motto, and that is to have fun. Remember, it's a game. It's not real life. Get a grip of yourself. Cheers, guys.